5 ships to Mars, one species' wildest bet. But this story began 58 years ago with a single boot print. Houston, we have a legacy. From one small step to humanity's next giant leap, until today, changes everything. Sometimes the longest journey starts with the shortest countdown. 3 men, 1 destination, 0 room for error, but launch day never goes as planned. 240,000 miles to go. 3 days of cosmic road trip with the world watching, until gravity lets go. July 20th, 1969. Population of the moon, 2. Armstrong's boot sinks 1 inch into eternity. But the world's reaction surprises everyone. 600 million people watch live TV from space. Kids imagine themselves bouncing on the moon. Until reality crashes the party. For one night, Earth feels like one big neighborhood. Strangers high-five, bartenders pour free drinks, but morning always comes. Even the Soviets applaud. Cold War takes a coffee break for cosmic wonder. Until the ticker tape parade changes everything. Heroes return to a hero's welcome, but Neil Armstrong hates crowds, and America's about to ask, now what? Until the honeymoon ends. The bill arrives, $25 billion for rocks and bragging rights. Congress asks the billion-dollar question, was it worth it? While Armstrong plants flags, protesters plant questions. Why spend billions on space when Earth needs fixing? But NASA's already planning Apollo 12. 4 months later, Pete Conrad makes it look easy. America yawns at miracle number 2, until Houston hears words that stop the world. Houston, we've had a problem. 3 astronauts, 4 days of oxygen. Math doesn't lie, but nerds with slide rules don't quit. NASA's finest hour isn't landing, it's bringing them home. Failure becomes the ultimate success story, but the magic spell breaks. December 1972, humanity's last lunar sunset. 12 men touched the moon. Then we just stopped. But some dreams don't die. 30 years later, a PayPal millionaire draws rockets in a garage. His plan sounds insane. Reusable boosters, Mars colonies, and making space affordable. Until he builds one. First stage lands. Crowd goes wild. Space just got cheaper. Apollo's ghost whispers, now we're talking. 50 years later, NASA's back. Same launch pad, bigger rocket, no humans aboard. But this time, diversity takes center stage. Mission Control 2.0. Half the team is female. Most are under 35. Failure is not an option meets, okay boomer, but old rockets need new tricks. SpaceX style? Live stream the boom. Elon promises Mars or spectacular failure on camera. But sometimes, you get both. 4 minutes of glory, 1 expensive lesson. But SpaceX treats explosions like rough drafts. But sometimes, you get both. Most companies hide failures. SpaceX live streams them in 4K with witty commentary. Generation Z meets rocket science. But round 2 is coming. Take 2. Better rocket, same dream. SpaceX learns fast and fails forward until they reach space. Space achieved. Record broken. Starship joins the history books alongside Saturn V and the Space Shuttle. But Mars is still waiting. These kids think Mars is obvious, space travel normal, and rocket explosions educational. The next Armstrong might be in 7th grade. March 2026. Mars Express is boarding. 5 ships, 1 species, 0 backup plan. But first, they have to survive launch. 60 astronauts total. Average age, 32. They've trained for 2 years to become the ultimate remote workers. But Mars doesn't have Wi-Fi. 33 engines times 5. That's more thrust than 3 space shuttles launching together. Earth has never seen anything like this. But the hard part hasn't started. Perfect launch day. 5 ships coast toward Mars at 25,000 miles per hour. Social media explodes harder than SpaceX used to. But 9 months in space changes people. Month 2. Earth looks like a pale blue dot. Mars looks like a rust-colored threat. The crew starts dreaming in Martian gravity, but arrival tests everything. Mars approach: survive atmospheric entry or become the most expensive crater on the planet. No practice runs, no second chances, but gravity always wins. 4 ships land safe. 1 crew survives impact. Mars population, 57 humans and counting. But Earth wants to know what happens next. First Martian baby learns to walk. She'll grow up thinking red skies are normal. Her children will call Earth the old world, but who knows what they'll call home next.